Good morning, everybody. Myself, Dr. G.R. Vijay Kumar, faculty in the Department of Chemistry, University College of Science, Tumkur University, Tumkur. Welcome to Group Multiplication Table class. Group Multiplication Table is abbreviation GMT. Group Multiplication Table consists of H rows and H columns. Each column is headed by an element of that group and is the row. The entry into the group multiplication table is the product of the two elements which head that column and that row. The multiplication may or may not to be commutative. If the multiplication is commutative, the group is an abelian group. If the multiplication is not commutative, not towards the commutative law, then the group is non-abelian group. For example, we can take the one group which consisting of four elements. G is the group which consisting of the four elements A, B, C, D. Then the group multiplication table for this group G is consisting of a 4 columns and 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each column is headed by an element of that group. For example, first column headed by the first element of the group. Second column is headed by the second element of the group. Similarly, third and the fourth. And is the each row. This row is headed by A. This row is headed by B, C, and D. So, this group multiplication table obeys the rearrangement theorem. That is, in group multiplication table, each column and each row lists the elements of the groups one and only once. It is follows that no two columns nor two rows may be identical. Just each column and each row is the lists the elements of the group one and only once. Okay. So here the entry into the table is the product of the two elements which head that column and that row. For example, you take the entry into the first box, which is the obtained by the product of two elements A followed by A. For example, A is the identity element. Okay, if A multiplied by A gives the same answer A. Similarly, A multiplied by B, since A is the identity element which gives the same element answer is same B. Similarly, here C and D. Similarly, when you go for the second row also, you have to multiply the B with A, B with B, B with C, B with D, and accordingly you have to fill up. So for this, group multiplication table is a criteria for checking the listing of the elements is get completed or not for particular point group. So for this one, we can take the two example. One is the C2V point group, another one is the C2H point group in this class. So C2V point group. So in this C2V point group, H, the order of the group is equal to 4. There are 4 elements which are present in this C2V point group. Okay. So I am listing the elements of the C2V point group. C2V is equal to E. E is the identity element, rotational axis of symmetry C2, and sigma V1, sigma V and sigma V dash. There are 4 elements. H is equal to 4. So, when you construct the group multiplication table for C2V, which consisting of 4 columns and 4 rows. So, for this one, we can take the water molecule as example, in which, so water molecule is a bent molecule which belongs to the C2V point group, H1 and H2. This is the rotational axis of symmetry C2, and there are 2 vertical planes present here. One is the molecular plane. This we can consider as a sigma V. Another one vertical plane which passes on the oxygen atom and bisect the molecules into 2 halves. H1 and H2 are apart with each other, and that plane is called the second plane. So that will keep it as sigma V dash. So for example, when you fix the Cartesian coordinates, okay, we are fixing the Cartesian coordinates for this molecule, x axis. This one you will take the z axis. This one you can take the y axis. In such case, the sigma V is equal to sigma xz and sigma V dash is equal to sigma yz. So now we will construct the group multiplication table for the C2V point group. So there are, as I told, the C2V point group consisting of 4 columns and 4 rows. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Similarly, there are 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this column is headed by the first element of the group, identity element. Then this is second element C2, sigma V, sigma V dash. Similarly, this row is headed by an element of the group E, C2, sigma V and sigma V dash. So here you can write the C2V so that you can write the table like this. So now we have to multiply. As I told, entry into the table is the product of the two elements, okay, which headed that column and that row. So here entry into here is multiplication of E multiply with the E. We know that means E means it is obtained by the identity operation, which is doing nothing operation. You are not doing anything on the molecule. Okay, hence the answer is E only. We also know that means identity element multiply by any element which gives the same element. Since E multiply with C2 gives the answer is C2. E multiply with sigma V gives the sigma V. E multiply with sigma V dash gives the sigma V dash. Okay. We can also fill up the first column also. It is rather easy since you are multiply with the identity element that gives the same element. C2 multiply with the E gives rise to C2. Sigma V multiply with the E gives sigma V and here sigma V dash. Okay. So come to fill up in this box. C2 multiply by C2. Take the water molecule H1 and H2. You do the C2 operation. Rotational operation C2. C2 means theta is equal to 180 degree rotation. Then the both the hydrogen atoms exchange with each other H2 and H1 and again you have to do the C2. 2 times C2, C2 into C2, C2 2 you can also consider. Then again H1 and H2 exchange with each other and gives the same configuration as that of the original, which is obtained by doing identity operation. Hence C2 followed by C2 which is equal to C2 2, the answer is E. You can fill up the box with E. Okay. Then C2 multiply with sigma V. We already done the C2 here. When you do the vertical plane sigma V is, as I told, one is the molecular plane. If you take the reflection along the molecular plane which gives the same configuration, and here the configuration is H2 H1 which is obtained by doing sigma V dash. Sigma V dash is the passing the vertical plane on the oxygen and taking the reflection, both H2 and H1 exchange each other. So C2 followed by sigma V, answer is sigma V dash. Then C2, since already I told that means each row and each column lists the elements of the group one and only once, it will not be get repetition. Since already 3 elements is there in this row, C2 E sigma V dash, the remaining element is the sigma V. Without cross check we can write here. So now we will go for the third row. Sigma V multiply with E gives rise to sigma V. Then sigma V multiply with C2. First you do the sigma V operation. If you do the sigma V operation on the original molecule, water molecule gives rise to same configuration H1 and H2. Since sigma V is a molecular plane, that is sigma xz. So then you do the sigma V followed by C2. If you do the C2, so both hydrogen exchange with each other, H1 and H2 replace with each other, H2 and H1, which is obtained by doing sigma V dash. The answer is sigma V dash. That means sigma V into C2. First you are doing the sigma V operation and then you are doing a C2 operation which is directly obtained by sigma V dash operation. If you do the sigma V dash operation, the answer is sigma V dash. So here sigma V into sigma V. Sigma V into sigma V means 2 times taking the reflection on the xz plane, so that you will get the answer is same only, H1 and the H2. So this is obtained directly obtained by doing identity operation. So sigma V into sigma V, answer is E. The one element which is left here is sigma V into sigma V dash. The answer will be the C2, since C2 left in that particular row. Okay. Once this many elements is filled and keeping the, that means leaving the last row, it is very easy to fill up the last row. Okay, since these 3 elements is there in the already second column, the left element here is the sigma V, so you can fill up the sigma V here. Here the left element which is present here left is C2. The element which left in the last box, which is identity element E. So this is the group multiplication table GMT for C2V point group. Okay, next we will go for the C2H point group. So we can take the C2H point group. So here one more thing, we can check the this group is an abelian or a not. So if the commutative law holds good, then the group is abelian. If the commutative law not holds good, then the group is non-abelian group. For this one, you can take the multiple AB is equal to BA. We can cross check. So AB means you can take the 2 elements, C2 into sigma V. Answer you can take. So when you take the C2 into sigma V answer and sigma V into C2 answer, if both are same, then the group is an abelian group. The C2 into sigma V answer is C2 into sigma V answer is sigma V dash, and sigma V into C2 is answer is sigma V into C2 answer is sigma V dash. Here in both this case the answer is sigma V dash. So this C2V point group is an abelian group. Abelian group. So next we will move on to the C2H point group. C2H point group, we can take the 1,2 trans dichloroethylene as an example, and we can check the cross check the group properties. Okay. C2H, the here also H is equal to 2n, so H is equal to 4 elements which are present here. The elements present in the C2H point group is identity element E, C2, inversion center I, and sigma H. Horizontal plane is also present here. For this, we can take the trans 1,2 dichloroethylene, C double bond C, Cl1, H1, H2, Cl2. So write the multiplication table here, which consisting of 4 rows and the 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here E, C2, I, sigma H. E, C2, I, sigma H. You write the C2H point group here, and you can close the table by writing it. So fill up the table. Already I told E multiplied by E. E is the identity operation, not doing anything on the molecule. Answer is E. Identity element, identity operation followed by the rotational operation. So that answer is C2. E multiply with the inversion center, answer is I. E multiply with the sigma H is the sigma H. So here we have to understand what is the sigma H, what is the inversion center. We know that means inversion center means I, it is taken, inversion is taken through the center of the molecule. Okay. And sigma H is the horizontal plane in which all the atom present in the molecule in the single plane. So this is taken as a sigma H. And here you can Cartesian coordinates, you can fix the x-axis, this one is the y-axis, this one is the z-axis. Okay. So here the rotation is C to Z you can consider. So when you fill up the second row, C2 multiply with the E, answer is C2 only. First fill up the first column, inversion center multiply with the identity element gives the I, the sigma H multiply with the identity gives H to the identity element gives H to the sigma H. Okay. Next C2 followed by the C2. How to do the C2 followed by the C2? So we know that means CL1, H1, H2, CL2. First you do the one time rotation, theta is equal to 180 degree, C2 one time rotation. So both are exchanging each other, 180 degree rotation like this, H1 and H2 exchange with each other, CL1 and CL2 exchange with each other. Again you are doing the C2, two times you are doing, and again the position will get changes and it will be using the original configuration CL1, CL2, H1, H2. This directly obtained by doing the identity operation, hence the answer is E. So then C2 followed by inversion center. Already I did the C2 here, then you take the inversion. If you take the inversion, this both will be exchanged with each other. So this will be CL1, this will be CL2, this will be H2, this will be H1. So this is directly obtained by doing the sigma H operation. Sigma H means horizontal plane. We are taking the this is horizontal plane which is present here, which is nothing but a molecular plane. All the atoms are cut through this plane and the position will not be changes, it will remains. Hence C2 followed by inversion center gives the answer sigma H. The one element which left in this row is nothing but inversion center. Similarly, I followed by C2. If you do the inversion center, for example, you can take the original molecule and then you do the inversion, take the inversion center HCl1, H1, H2, CL2. First you do the inversion operation, then inversion is the taking the inversion through the center of the molecule and the atoms which are present as a twins are exchanged with each other, which are placed diagonally to each other. So here it is a CL2, here it is CL1, here it is H1, here it is H2. So after doing the inversion center, you have to do the C2. C2 means again C2Z, taking the rotation along the Z axis, and this position will be changes here, and 180 degree rotation gives rise to CL1, CL2, H2, H1, which is obtained directly by doing the sigma H operations. Hence I followed by C2, the answer is sigma H. So inversion center followed by inversion. Taking the inversion two times directly gives the identity elements. Okay, because you are taking two times inversion gives rise to the configuration which is as same as the original. The answer here is E. The one element which is left here is the C2E. I followed by sigma H gives rise to C2. So if these elements are filled except this row, it is very easy to fill up the last row because the one element is left in the second column which is nothing but inversion center. The element which is left here is C2 and the element which is left here is E identity. And you can check whether this group is abelian or a non-abelian. For this one I will take the C2 multiplied by I. What is the answer of C2 multiplied by I and what is the answer of I multiplied by C2? Whether the commutative law holds good. The C2 multiplied by I answer is sigma H and I multiplied by C2 is answer is sigma H. So hence this C2H point group is an abelian group. So this is how we can check the whether the listing of the elements complete or not through group multiplication table. Thank you.